Get up, you son of a bitch! Cause Punch Drunk loves ya.
A.K.A. Mr. Shine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest news up to date. The best news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news, official news, confirmed by everybody and their mama. Turkey Out Shake, Matchroom Boxing, The Zone, Ring, Punch on Boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Oh no, I don't know. Yo, but Punch, but when they going to announce the fight, yo, man, I don't think this fight is going to happen, man. I don't think the Teofimo is going to pull out. I don't believe in Tio. I don't think that Tio going to do it. I don't think that Tio going to do it. Now you know what the takeover is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Now you know. Now you know, baby. Now you know. Now you know. How dare you? How dare you try to justify you don't know if Teofimo Lopez going to fight somebody? You forget what the takeover been doing since day one? Did you forget what the takeover did in the lightweight division? Did you forget what he did in the 140-pound division? How dare you doubt Tio? How dare you doubt Lopez? How dare you doubt the takeover? You must be smoking that pookie crack from New Jack City. You must be smoking that crack Samuel Jackson and Jungle Fever. You must be out your goddamn mind to not believe in the takeover. Let's go, man. Straight off the mother effing gate. Straight off the gate, baby. Straight off the gate. Straight off the gate. No brakes, baby. All gas. All gas. Let's go, baby. Smash that like button. Who doubt my guy? Who doubt Tio? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying right here, right now, I dare you to bet against Tio. I dare you. I dare you to bet against Tio. And the best part about it, that he's an underdog. Yeah, thank you. You're doing him a favor. Thank you. I am proud. I won. DraftKings Vegas bet against Tio. Put him as a massive underdog. Yeah. Put him as a massive underdog. All the pundits pick against Tio. Teddy Atlas, Timothy Bradley pick against Tio. The Ring Magazine panelists pick against Tio. Tell him Bud Crawford and his fan base pick against Tio. I want the world to pick against Tio because you know and I know that when Teofimo Lopez back is against the wall and people doubt him and he's the underdog, you got to follow the same narrative you've been preaching since day one, that Teofimo Lopez fight to the level of his competition. Shit ain't new. Ain't nothing new under the mother effing sun. Oh, yo, Teofimo Lopez looking versus Nakatani. I don't think he's ready for Richard Comey. Second round knockout, bitches. I don't think he's ready for Vasily Lomachenko. He's too green. I'll box the bitch. Oh, my God. Oh, look. He questioned himself after the Sando Martin. Do I still got it? Wax Josh Taylor's ass, motherfucker! Who's next? You believe in Shakur? You believe? Shout out to Shakur Stevenson for daring to be great going to this 4th division. I dare you, mother effers, to pick against Tio. The beauty about it is that you feeding the monster. The beauty about it is that you feeding the monster. Thank you. Because this is what Tio needs anyway. Teofimo Lopez, you know, he fights and performs to the level of his competition. Y'all believe in Shakur? Y'all think that Shakur Stevenson is a pound-for-pound cannibal fighter? Y'all believe that Shakur Stevenson is a high-profile, high-class fighter? You highly accomplished, 3 individual world champion, unified the titles in the super featherweight, the super featherweight division. The perfect. He's unblemished. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to see Shakur Stevenson. You know, he barely loses a round. Shakur Stevenson got the best defense. Shakur Stevenson, his IQ is higher. Shakur Stevenson footwork is better. Shakur Stevenson this. Shakur Stevenson that. Keep the motherfucking same energy. Come to January 31st, and you guys will be kissing my man the bottom of my fucking shoes. Come January 31st. Bet against Tio. Please, 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 please do it for me. Please do it for me. Please do it for me. Yeah. Yeah, energy, 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 energy. Energy. I know it. I can feel it. I know it. The closer it gets to the fight. Those who say, you know, Tio, he just ain't good enough. But Tio lost to George Kambosos. You won't bet on George Kambosos if George Kambosos fighting Teofimo Lopez tomorrow. You won't bet against him. You won't bet against Tio. I dare you, motherfuckers. Yeah, but Jermaine Ortiz, he struggled with Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz lost. Well, he struggled with Sando Martin. Sando Martin lost. So if y'all want to compare a winning strategy, why don't y'all tell Shakur Stevenson to fight George Kambosos? You won't do it. You won't say it because you know that is a fluke. He'll whip that ass in the second fight in the rematch. Ladies and gentlemen, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you pick against Teofimo Lopez and what he's done since day one? He started the whole trend of daring to be great. But guess what? You Ring Magazine, pound for pound, you Ring Magazine, pound for pound panelists don't have Teofimo Lopez as your top 10. As a 2-time lineal champion, you must apologize. You pieces of human garbage. You and the Ring Magazine panelists, you pieces of human garbage. You would apologize January 31st. Mark my words, you Ring Magazine panelists. How dare you? How dare you now put the two-time lineal champion on that motherfucking pound for pound list? You must be out your damn mind. You must be out your damn mind. How dare you disrespect the man? This is why Teofimo Lopez, yeah, sometimes he talk crazy. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, he got a chip on his shoulder because he been getting snubbed ever since the Olympics, when he's the only man in the history of the USA amateur circuit to win the USA Olympic trial and didn't represent USA. You snubbed him. He beat Lomachenko. Y'all still snubbed him. He beat Josh Taylor. Y'all still snubbed him. We looking at the pound for pound list. Ain't no two-time lineal champion in the history of the sport of boxing now put on that list, and y'all snub them. DraftKings, you snub them. The betting odds, you snub them. To all the boxing channels, you have snubbed Teofimo Lopez. But you know what you're doing? You creating a beast. You creating a monster. And January 31st, you will see the monsters of all monsters. Ain't gonna be no way. It ain't gonna be Benavides. It's gonna be the motherfucking takeover. And for the third motherfucking time, you will respect the takeover. Let's go. January 31st. You all will kiss thy feet, motherfuckers. Mark my words. I dare you. Didn't he make you feel stupid in the Lomachenko fight? You fucking pundits. You think you know it all. Didn't you feel stupid? Didn't you feel stupid versus Josh Taylor? 22 or the 23 panelists. As a matter of fact, it was unanimous. Y'all pick against Tio. Didn't y'all feel? This is the reason why y'all hate Tio. It's because Tio be humbling the boxing world like no other fighter of this generation. Teofimo Lopez humbled the boxing world like no fighter of this generation. And when somebody make you look stupid, and when somebody make you look uneducated, you don't like them. You daring to pick against Tio as an underdog versus Shakur Stevenson. I love it. You're creating a monster. That chip on his shoulder. Woo! I can't wait. Ric Flair. Woo, baby. Now, you owe each and every one of y'all even including myself, because I wanted Teofimo Lopez to sign that deal to fight Devin the Dream Haney, because Teofimo Lopez would have waxed the floor with Devin Haney. He would have beaten up Devin Haney from pillar to post worse than Ryan Garcia. Huh? Worse than Ryan Garcia. That's the only reason why, hey, yo, beat the crap out of Devin the Dream Haney, go to on August 16th, and then you can still get the Shakur Stevenson matchup. Don't worry. I broke it down unbiased, logically, and objectively. Okay, if Boots dug Tio, all right, Tio dug Haney. At the end of the day, he didn't dug Haney. What Teofimo Lopez did was not sell his soul. And this is where you're going to apologize to Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, shout out to Turkey Al Shake. Shut the fuck up. What you mean stop it, you piece of human garbage? I'm preaching, you gonna listen. All right? I preach and you listen. Motherfucker, I'm turned up. I'm turned up. Just like y'all turned up by disrespecting Tio, I'm turned up so y'all can respect him. I don't give a damn. Call me crazy. I'm already crazy anyway. I'm a drunk with a mic. Me preaching drunk is better than y'all soberness. But anyway, let me keep on talking. Woo, baby. Let me keep on talking. Let me keep on talking, baby. Hey, yo, this is what you're going to apologize to Teofimo Lopez. See, the difference between Teofimo Lopez is that y'all man, Jackie Hernandez, la reina de los tres. Jackie in the building. Hey, yo, Jackie, let me tell you why they mad at Teofimo Lopez and why you got to give and why people in the boxing world best apologize to the Takeover. Let's apologize to the Takeover. You know why? We here heading to January 31st. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. Because Teofimo Lopez did not sell his soul. The reason why he was mad and said we had it right typed down on Twitter where everybody seen what he called the excellency, and he later apologized because that's just the right thing to do. Teofimo Lopez was supposed to get 8 figures in his second fight. That's the deal heading to the Barbosa fight. And everybody was talking about, but Tio, you got to get that $8 million to fight Devin Haney anyway, because, you know what I'm saying, you never got that money. It wasn't about not getting the money. It was about the principle of the $8 million. I signed up for 8 figures in my second fight. But the boxing world was, no, Tio, come on. You've been bitching about money. Get the money. $8 million. $8 million. Why are you bitching? You ducking. No. Give me my 8 figures that I signed for. I don't care if it's 9.2. I don't care if it's 9.6. I don't care if it's 9.9. You give me my 8 figures. And the world of boxing crucified because a motherfucker was fighting for his worth and fighting for the deal that he made with the excellency. I don't care, no. Give me my 8 figures. I took skimpy money to fight Vasily Lomachenko. I took $2.5 million to fight Josh Taylor. I'm the only Ring Magazine champion in the Times Square card, and I'm playing third fiddle to Ryan Garcia that made $20 million reported versus Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero got paid more than Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney got $10 million reported to fight Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez got $3 million reported. And Teofimo Lopez, the only champion, the guy that even promoted the whole card in Times Square. I'm playing third fiddle. I'm the only champion. Every single time I'm getting fucked over on these contracts and stuff like that. Not this time. I'm standing on my 10 toes down on what we agreed on. Give me my 8 figures. And even I was like, man, get that $8 million. Teofimo Lopez, get the $8 million and whoop Devin Haney's ass. Because I know that was inevitable. It's because we've been talking about that fight since day one. Huh? We were talking about this channel. We've been going back and forth with the Haney since day one. I had seen you, Tio, the Dev, they all know. It's been a battle for years. So I'm like, yo, let's get this thing out of the way. Let's get this thing out of the way. But Teofimo Lopez was like, nah, man. Nah. Punch, you understand what I'm talking about. I said, I know, Tio. I know, but you're going to whoop Devin Haney's ass. But, yo, you know what I'm talking about, yo. They gotta give me what I signed for, man. Just keep your just be a man of your word. Teofimo Lopez did not let himself get fucked. And y'all got mad. He's standing on business. Just like you will stand on business in your respective lives. Just like if you will go with a job and go with and file for a job, go to an interview, and the interview, yeah, you're gonna get $25 an hour and stuff like that. You go to orientation, and then once you get the job, they'll be like, we're gonna pay you $19 an hour. But you was making $17 an hour in your last job. Yeah, you making more than you ever made. That's not the point. The point is that I signed up to get $25 an hour. The same shit for Teofimo Lopez. No, I signed up in my second fight that I'm going to get 8 figures. The $11 million. Nah, man, I'm holding out. I understood it. You know why? Because I was the only one in the boxing world that says Amanda Serrano pulled out of that fight with Katie Taylor. You a 7-figure fighter. Y'all remember? Y'all don't recall? I kept that same energy even with Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano pulled out for that fight. How dare Eddie Herman is going to put Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano in the backyard of his mansion as a co-main event to Povetkin and Dillian White. I said, no. This is the best fight in women boxing history. And Amanda Serrano pulled out, and the world of boxing crucified her. And then what happened 2 fights later? Madison Square Garden, 20,000 in attendance, 1.5 motherfucking million. Huh? Because she believed in her worth. Teofimo Lopez believed in his worth. He stand on business. I'm not getting that 7 figures. You give me the motherfucking 8 figures that you promised. You give me the 8 million fucking figure that I signed up for. And ladies and gentlemen, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, January 31st, we'll get their 8 figures. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez for standing on business. Standing on business. Didn't swallow his pride. Didn't sell his soul for what he believed in and what his worth is. Sometimes the whole world ain't gonna believe your worth. Everybody thought that Dave Chappelle was on crack when he said no to the $50 million that Comedy Central wanted to give him. Everybody thought that he was on crack. Then he came back years later, $20 million a pop, motherfucker. Hey, yo, in the world, they ain't gonna believe in your worth. Not everybody gonna believe in your worth. Sometimes you're gonna go your whole life and it's only gonna be you believing in you. Teofimo Lopez believed in you. He heard the hecklers, he heard the criticism, even from those who supported him. And I even told Tio, man, I understand 100%. I just want you to whoop Devin Haney's ass. Just whoop Devin Haney's ass, man. Nah, punch. If I take this money like this now, then the third fight in the deal, I'm gonna get less. I gotta stand up for myself right now. Tio, I understand it. But you know what, Tio? If you get the Shakur Stevenson fight, that's the biggest win of this young generation. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson is the best fight that this generation can offer. Teofimo Lopez beating Shakur Stevenson is the best win of this young generation. Shakur Stevenson, if he beats Teofimo Lopez, is the best win of this young generation. I got Teofimo Lopez beating Shakur Stevenson in a high-class, technical, great, exciting, extreme, massive fight in my city, New York City. Think about this. Teofimo Lopez believing his value, and look what we got. At least we ain't getting the fight with Devin Haney out there in Saudi Arabia. We getting Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez in American soil. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson in New York City, Madison Square Garden. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Oh yeah, the last time that Teofimo Lopez did perform in New York City, man, he's looking good. George Kambosos. Arnold Barbosa. The Arnold Barbosa fight. My fault, the Arnold Barbosa fight. The Josh Taylor, 2-time lineal. When the world was against him. As a matter of fact, heading to the Times Square card, y'all thought that. As a matter of fact, heading to the Times Square card, y'all thought that that the Barbosa was the one that was going to upset Teofimo Lopez. Y'all thought that was the most competitive fight. Rap Soul Boxing Night is the voice of the UK London. What's good? Tio fight once a year. And Tio, well, so what? Bud Crawford fight once a year. Bud is a pound for pound number one. He fights once a year. Maybe what? Let him follow greatness. Let him follow greatness, huh? Nobody got a problem with that, huh? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, who's the fight of the year? 2026. It's going to start of the Takeover 2.0. I told y'all that after the Josh Taylor fight, that is the Takeover 2.0. He said, you know what's funny? That Tio never fought former world champions, only champions. Yeah, Teofimo Lopez ain't never got no damn easy pickings. Teofimo Lopez never got no vacant titles. Teofimo Lopez never was elevated to a interim and to a full champion. Teofimo Lopez made it out the mud. Teofimo Lopez became a champion by being a world-class fighter, world champion, and Richard Comey, and knocked him out of the second round. He unified the titles versus the guy that was regarded pound for pound. 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. Vasily Lomachenko at the time. He beat the undefeated, undisputed Josh Taylor in the 140-pound division. Oh, yeah, Josh Taylor, he didn't look good. He didn't look good versus Cattle. Oh, Teofimo Lopez ain't looked good versus Sando Martin. Okay, even the playing field. I love this fight because I said to Shakur and I said to Teofimo Lopez, and I said to the people that follow the channel, Punch Wrong Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, follow the damn channel, damn it. I told y'all that when the smoke clears, it will be Tio versus Shakur. Even the Lopez asked me, yo, years ago, what you think is the legacy fight? I said the legacy fight that's gonna take Teofimo Lopez to an international superstar is you beating Gervonta Tank Davis. But when the smoke clears, when it comes to legacy, it's gonna be you versus Shakur Stevenson, and we're here today. We're here today. And I know that some of y'all that's picking against Teofimo Lopez, and I'm not saying, hey, don't give Shakur Stevenson the benefit of the doubt because he's an extreme fighter. Again, I said that when the smoke clears, it was going to be Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. It was going to be it. They could all fight each other and stuff like that. It was going to end up Shakur. It was going to end up Tio versus Shakur. They were the one that was shining in the amateurs. Shakur knows Tio. Tio knows Shakur. They were shining in the amateur. It was Teofimo Lopez, Gary Antoine Russell, Shakur Stevenson. Shout out to Clarissa Shields around that time as well, and the women's side of things. Teofimo Lopez should have been representing USA. Got snubbed. The only amateur fight in the history of amateur USA boxing that won the USA Olympic trial. Let me tell you like this. Winning the USA Olympic trial is harder than these first 10, 15 fights of most of these fighters at the professional level. Go ask any USA fighter. What's harder? The USA, winning the USA Olympic trials or your first 10 bouts in the professional level? Go ask anybody. Ain't no fight bigger than this. Ain't no winner gonna be bigger than the winner of this fight. Of this generation, outside of the Bud Crawford, because Bud Crawford is going to be 39 years old next year, and you know, really they on their way out. The Canelo's on their way out. Teofimo Lopez beating Shakur Stevenson, no win can match that win. It don't matter if Devin Haney fights Ryan Garcia in a rematch and Ryan Garcia beat Devin and Devin beat Ryan. It's not going to be greater than Teofimo Lopez beating Shakur Stevenson. Nothing. It would have to be somebody beating Teofimo Lopez after Teofimo Lopez beat Shakur Stevenson. This ain't no disrespect to Shakur. I'm a fan of Shakur as well. I've stated this for years. I just feel like, and I'm going to say it again, how I broke this fight down. This is, to me, like Roy Jones Jr. versus James Toney. I believe they both these guys, when it comes to the technical side of things, are on the same level, but they're not equal. I believe that Shakur Stevenson is a great fighter. I think that Teofimo Lopez is a special fighter. I think that Shakur Stevenson got all the technical thing, all the technicals, all the tools that you need to be great. Teofimo Lopez got all of that and more. The natural ability of speed and power, twitch muscle. I believe that when both is right now how Teofimo Lopez looking, that his intellect and physical ability is coexisting at the highest level. Nobody could beat Teofimo Lopez. Guys stepping up from 135, 140, 147. When Teofimo Lopez intellect and physical ability is working at the highest level, nobody beats Tio. Nobody beats the Tio. Nobody. You can't even compare what Teofimo Lopez have done to any of these fighters. The best win of Shakur Stevenson, that's the other day. Everybody was talking about William Cepeda. That's Shakur Stevenson's best win. And I'm not trying to downplay. We're just talking facts. And William Cepeda is a good, hard-nosed fighter. Good. He ain't great. Never been a world champion. Never not a former champion. That's the level. That's Shakur Stevenson. And everybody was talking about, oh my God, did you see Shakur Stevenson? Oh my God. Yo, man. Yo, Shakur Stevenson looked great. That's a mediocrity performance by Teofimo Lopez. If Teofimo Lopez would have performed like that, that's mediocrity. If Teofimo Lopez would have performed the same way that Shakur Stevenson performed versus William Cepeda, y'all would have said mediocrity. Y'all know it. Y'all would have been like, yo, but what happened to Teofimo Lopez's power? Yo, the same way that Shakur fought Cepeda is the same way that Tio fought Steve Claggett. And what y'all felt about that fight? He won every damn round. Landed through almost 900 punches, landed 300 plus punches. William Cepeda landed 272 shots on Shakur Stevenson. Beautiful defense. If that was Tio, mediocrity. Because Tio is here and Shakur Stevenson is here compared to one another. You got high standards for Teofimo Lopez. Because you know Teofimo Lopez is explosive, speed, power, athleticism. He already beat Vasily Lomachenko when Vasily Lomachenko was the man. He went to the 140-pound division and beat the man in John Taylor, not like Javante San David that beat Mario Barrios. He beat the man to become the man. And you guys still disrespect Tio. You guys still disrespect Tio. But you know what? You're not disrespecting Tio. You're disrespecting yourself when you look in the mirror. You're disrespecting your own intellect. You're disrespecting yourself. But I know as soon as the fight gets closer and you finally really do your due diligence and do film study, because a lot of you motherfuckers don't do no damn film study. Let's be real, let's be honest. You go to YouTube and you check out the highlights and be like, oh my God, look at his face. Look at his face. When you do film study and you be like, yo, but damn, Tio does got good defense. But damn, look at his reflex versus Barbosa. Hey, yo, look at the counter shots that he had with Josh Taylor. Damn, look at the way that he took away Vasily Lomachenko's angles. Look at the footwork of Teofimo Lopez. Y'all be analyzing like Teofimo Lopez got cement feet. You guys would downplay your own intelligence, your own intellect. Because you hate Tio? Don't hate yourself that much, ladies and gentlemen. No, you go to DraftKings. All right, opinion? You go to DraftKings. All right? Don't tell me bet. You give me your intellect. I want to hear your intellect. He said, put your money up. Shut the fuck up. I got girls and dudes that don't know nothing about the sport of boxing and tell me, yo, punch. Yo, I don't know shit. Can I bet on? I know people that don't know shit about sports and they be betting on sports. Give me your intellect. Let's go intellect for intellect. That's the easiest shit motherfuckers could do out here. Let's bet. Put your money on it. Man, that's gambling, bruh. That's gambling. Let me see your intellect. Break it down the way I break it down. You tell me what is Shakur Stevenson's best victory. And I tell you Tio's. You come on. Tell me Shakur Stevenson's best victory, and I'll tell you Tio's. You tell me when Shakur became a world champion, and I'll tell you Tio's. Not even in Teofimo Lopez's worst night, he gets hit on Shakur Stevenson's best night. Hold on. Switch this narrative all around. Let me debunk these narratives right quick. Motherfuckers think I'm crazy. I'm the pastor of boxing. Yo soy el pastor de boxeo. Hey, yo, Turkey Out Shake, fire everybody on that panel Rim Magazine and hire Punch Roll Boxing and watch how your ratings gonna go all the way up, goddammit.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Timothy Bradley. I like it. Hey, yo, even Timothy Bradley, a Hall of Famer. This is Timothy Bradley when he thought about Teofimo Lopez. Yo, Punch, you know what Timothy Bradley said about Tio? He said that Shakur Stevenson is going to beat him. Yeah, Timothy Bradley, the same guy that said that Teofimo Lopez was not ready for Richard Comey. Timothy Bradley said before he told Teofimo Lopez, that your father is going to get you killed. You're not ready for Loma. Timothy Bradley said that Josh Taylor got better skills than Teofimo Lopez. Go to Timothy Bradley if you want to go. Go ahead. Let him lead you astray. Let him make you lose your money for the third time. Receipts.
A better, a more complete fighter than Teofimo Lopez, especially at 140 pounds. If Lopez can't hit him and hurt him and knock him the hell out, I have to say, I got Taylor. I got Taylor. And he might even stop Taylor. He might even can stop Lopez.
Is he ready for it based on what you saw?
With this type of performance? Absolutely not. Richard Comey has power in both hands.
You all gonna look stupid come to January 31st. Oh my goodness, man. I am going to love January 31st. I am going to love it. Ladies and gentlemen, meet me at Crowbar. Not Crowbar, Iron Bar. Let's go to Iron Bar after the fight. Y'all all sounded like Timothy Bradley. No, I think that Teofimo Lopez is... I think that Teofimo Lopez is not ready for Richard Comey.
You's a liar!
I think that Teofimo Lopez can't be for Chico. You crazy, man. He only got to punch his chance.
You's a liar!
I think that Teofimo Lopez, he questioned himself. He said after the Sando Martin post-fight interview that do I still got it? There's no way he's going to be Josh Taylor.
You's a liar!
Teofimo Lopez gonna lose to Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, keep on saying with the same old shit. Keep on. Y'all guys don't learn. Crack your Bible. You remind me of the Pharaoh out there in Israel and stuff like that. When God was keep doing these miracles and letting them know, keep on letting them know that yo, do the right thing. You're seeing the truth. You're seeing the truth, but you can't believe it. You still can't believe it. Even Teofimo Lopez with a win, still people won't give him his respect he deserves. The champ is a real one. Tell him, Leo. Let's sing the song together, Leo. You know what it is? Good looking out with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, my brother. If you don't know Tio by now, you will never know him. Ooh, if you don't don't know Tio by now, you will never, never, never know him. Ooh. There was a time when Tio followed and you wouldn't believe him. You wouldn't believe him, no. But when he got in the bubble, he proved all of you wrong. But still, no, just to convince you, no. And then he went up to 140-pound division. He fought Pedro. He fought Sandor Martin too. In the post-fight interview, he said, do I still got it? And you didn't believe that he could go and be Josh Taylor and become two-time lineal by the age of 25. Still haven't lost since then, and you still don't believe in the man. You're going to lose your money. You're going to lose your money January 31st. If you don't know Tio by now, you will never, never, never know him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. Okay. Don't believe me. Don't believe me. Don't believe me, baby. Hey, yo, Jackie. Jackie. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't believe. It's one thing when somebody is showing you. Huh? When somebody keeps showing you. Brian said Teofimo Lopez breaks Shakur down. Tio showed ya at the highest level. Thank you, Christian Padilla. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right now. Stop. Stop. All right. All right. Shut the day. Shut up. Let me finish my damn podcast. Hey, yo. At what point you gonna be like, you know what? I ain't even gonna bet against Teofimo Lopez. It doesn't happen. Okay, does it have to happen 3 times? Okay, let me. Okay, folks. Okay. So if Teofimo Lopez, when he beat Shakur Stevenson January 31st, would you ever bet against him again? Would you ever pick against him again? What, you gonna tell me that if Teofimo Lopez, when he beat Shakur Stevenson and he fights Devin Haney, you gonna pick Devin Haney to beat Tio? You gonna pick Mario Barrios? You gonna pick Ryan? You gonna pick? Y'all won't be convinced. Teofimo Lopez will be the only fighter in the past 30 to 40 years to beat 3 pound-for-pound fighter at the time that he beat him. You guys don't understand the greatness of Tio, but you will find out January 31st. And if you don't love yourself enough, you will mind F yourself and pretend that you did not witness greatness. I'm warning you guys. I'm warning you guys to don't bet against Teofimo Lopez when he's the underdog. I'm warning you guys, don't bet against Teofimo Lopez when he's an underdog, especially versus a pound-for-pound fighter, because you all know the damn narrative. Tell them, Jazz, they got to love themselves enough. Because of somebody, how many times we say this? How many times we say this? when somebody show you who they are, what's believe in them, right? Right? Teofimo Lopez showed me who he is. In the amateurs, he showed me who he is versus Vasily Lomachenko. Even he showed me who he is even with the George Kambosos. Because to this day, I still say that that's the best fight that I've seen. You know why? Because I know what he was going through. Because I myself told him, why you stepping in the ring? He said, I got to step in the ring. I don't want to let the people down. Man, don't die for these people out here. And that's when I knew this motherfucker would really die. When his mother came down the lobby crying, let's take him to the hospital. He needs to go to the hospital. He don't want to go until I'm going to the ring with y'all without. Dad wants to take him to the hospital. No, I can't let the fans down. There's other fighters in the card. And his sister trying to take air out of his neck. And he won't go. That Wednesday, that week, I'm like, yo, you remind me of my son, man. Because my son suffered from chronic asthma. And when my son collapsed when he was young, spent 4 days in the hospital, I said, yo, Tio, you remind me of my son right now. Yo, I feel like I feel worse than ever. So why you going to go out there and fight? Did I make a prediction off that George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez fight? I couldn't make a prediction because I know he should have never been in the ring. And I said, damn. And I remember that night, it was so packed. That Friday night in the hotel, the lobby was all packed with Tio fans. And when Teofimo Lopez took that L, just cut 80% of the people that were supporting Teofimo Lopez. Just think about that. 80 to 90%, they all vanished. That's why when I'm around the Lopez, I got my guards up because I know who's real supporters. I know who's fake supporters. Yeah, I break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Yeah, I break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Yeah, I'm a boxing content creator. Punch, drum, boxing. Punch, drum, boxing. But if I'm in the street with Teofimo Lopez, you ain't fucking with punch, drum, boxing. You fucking with Eddie Gomez. That's my guy. That's my guy. But dude is also my people's. You fuck with Senior, you fuck with Tio, then you fucking with Eddie. You fucking with Crazy Eddie. Fuck that punch on boxing, that shit go out the motherfucking window. That punch on boxing shit goes out the motherfucking window. But I keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively when I talk about this boxing shit. And everybody knows it. They see me in action. That punch on boxing go out the motherfucking window. It's Eddie motherfucking Gomez, Crazy Eddie. That's what it turns like. That's my guy. Win, lose, or draw. I just don't want to be a great champion. I want him to become a great human being, great man, great father, and like that. No I don't need anything to be reciprocated. I'm gonna tell you something like this, folks. Because people have be like, hey, yo, but punch, but what? Yo, you ain't getting no tickets for this. I don't ask for no tickets. I don't need no fucking tickets. Let me say it like this, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you actually sometimes got to know your role. You know what I'm saying? When you are friends with certain people in different positions and different occupations and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever think that you have to be that the way that you are and you are a friend to somebody. Don't think that they're going to be probably the same way that you show them respect or you show them love, that you're going to get it right back. I'm going to be me regardless. I've told anybody that fucks with me, like, yo, I'm a loyal dude, but I'm also going to keep it real. That's part of me being loyal. That is part of me being loyal. If I can't be a friend, if I can't be Eddie, I cannot. Then that means we can't be cool. And that goes for anybody. So I could say, hey, yo, damn, Tio, man, your performance versus Steve Claggett should have been better than that. I could say it publicly and I can say it behind the scenes. Hey, yo, damn, Teofimo Lopez should have took that $8 million and whooped up Haney's ass in August 16. I can say that privately, and I can say that and I can say that to y'all. Dímelo, G Smooth. Press conference is going to be fireworks. It is. It is. I'm proud, bro. I'm proud. I'm proud that this guy stood 10 toes down and believed in his worth, and he stood on business. I respect that, because that's what I push for Amanda Serrano. That's why I was talking about Amanda Serrano. Go check the interviews we had with Amanda Serrano. And Amanda Serrano, I remember she said, at least I'll get $300,000. And I said, nah, you a 7-figure fighter. Nah, you a 7-figure fighter. Nah, everything less than $1 million is a low ball. I said anything less than a 7-figure payday is a low ball for you and Katie Taylor. And let me tell you this right here. Even if Teofimo Lopez is getting $10 to $11 million versus Shakur Stevenson, it's still a low ball. Compared to the money that's been given out, I'm not saying market value. Compare to the money that's given out. Let me say this. I'm gonna send a message. This is a message for the Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh. We're just talking about what's reported. I want all fighters to get their money. I don't give a damn if a fighter is making $500K to fight somebody in the highlight truck. But let me tell you like this: you're gonna set a tone that if you're giving Ryan Garcia $20 million, report. I'm just going by what was out there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know how it is in the sport of boxing. We don't know what they're getting under the table. We don't know if that $20 million is really $10 million. I'm just going by what's reported. Right? Was reported that Ryan Garcia got $20 million. Roddy got $5 million. Devin Haney got $10 million. Jose Ramirez got $3 million, and then Teofimo Lopez got under the $3 million. Right? 3 or less. Let me tell you like this. For a champion that's did what Teofimo Lopez has done, that's still a low ball offer. If you want fighters to take it serious and not to take advantage of your money, then give it to those who truly seek for legacy. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Turkey Al Sheikh and everybody on the Ring panel that snub Teofimo Lopez, while y'all call yourself Ring Magazine, and you got a Ring motherfucking champion with that fucking type of resume, and you disrespect that man, you send the message to other fighters that you don't have to be great to be on this pound for pound list. You don't have to strive for greatness to get paid. You will get snubbed on the pound for pound list, and you will get snubbed on your payday. You motherfuckers are sending a bad message to these young fighters, so that when you see these young fighters not take it serious, not be like, oh, fuck it, all I got to do is be good in social media and get money and stuff like that. Forget about the belts. Y'all setting the tone. Teofimo Lopez tried to set the tone. He came into the sport of boxing trying to take over and say, I want the sport of boxing to be like how it used to be. You guys have shitted on Teofimo Lopez's accomplishment, have shitted on Teofimo Lopez's pay grade. And guess what? The other ones is going to follow. Just let me do pad work. Let me do some exciting shit in social media, and let me get my views up and follows up and subscribers up, and then I'm going to get paid. You guys in Ring Magazine, you better fucking put Teofimo Lopez on that pound for pound list, you pieces of human garbage, and stop disrespecting that man, bro. Stop disrespecting that man, bro. Stop disrespecting that man. His resume speaks for itself. Y'all disrespecting that man. You guys that have the power to pen, and this is the reason why I got to take it serious. And shout outs, because there's a lot of great people in that panel list. Let me tell you like this, and I know y'all listen to Punch Drunk Boxing. Y'all can pretend y'all like I don't, but y'all listen to Punch Drunk Boxing. Y'all listen to this junk on the mic. Pay your fucking attention, bro. You guys have the power of the pen to put people into the Hall of Fame. And this is the reason why you got to take these pound for pound lists serious. Because the same people that get the panelists that put these guys in the pound for pound list are the same guys that put these guys into the Hall of Fame. You guys are emotional creatures. Do the fucking right thing and put the people in the pound for pound list that rightfully belongs in the pound for pound list. Recognize the truth. Recognize when a motherfucker's right there trying to be great and to lift the morals and principle of the sport of boxing. Or you're going to see a bunch of YouTubers running around here seeking exhibitions and daring to be great. In social media, not in the ring. That's just a message to these motherfucking fake-ass pundits, these emotional pundits that don't want to keep it real and do what's right. I like David Benavidez. But if you look at that pound-for-pound list, he haven't earned what Teofimo Lopez have earned. There's other fighters in that pound-for-pound list that haven't earned what Teofimo Lopez have earned. Show respect. So those will follow. So the Cormel Moultons and the Abdullah Masons of the world and the Kid Olsons of the world say, you know what? For me to get recognized, I got to do something great. For the Emiliano Vargas, they probably young fighters right now watching it. Damn, yo, that they respect Tio. Damn, man. Damn, Tio did all of this and he's not a pound for pound and he don't get paid more than Orion. They're having to become a world champion. Javante Tan Davis, that don't give a fuck. He tells y'all publicly, I don't give a damn. And y'all motherfuckers had him on a pound for pound list. Teofimo Lopez, you cocksucking bitches, is going to be the only fighter in 30 years that has faced 3 pound-for-pound fighters in their prime at the time that he fought them. Name me another. I'm going to give a minute. If any pundits that's listening right now, Teofimo Lopez, Vasily Lomachenko, Josh Taylor about to face Shakur Stevenson. All in their prime, all in the pound-for-pound list when they fought him. Name me somebody else. I'm going to give it a minute. Name me somebody else. Anybody in the chat? Anybody here want to prove me wrong? I'm going to give a minute. Go. I give you time to Google. Bud Crawford got Canelo, Earl Spence. Canelo got Triple G on the pound-for-pound list at the time he fought him. Bivol got Beterbiev, Canelo. Usyk got, maybe you could add a Tyson Fury there. You could put Tyson Fury, even though the heavyweights usually not on the pound-for-pound list, but a Tyson Fury. Inoue. Thank you. It was almost like 40 years ago. Almost like 40 years ago that we seen a fighter of Teofimo Lopez caliber fight 3 pound-for-pound fighters at the time that he fought them in their prime. These cocksucking bitches in boxing, you pieces of human garbages, know exactly that if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing, that Teofimo Lopez should be recognized as a 2-division undisputed world champion by the age of 25. But you cocksucking bitches will not put him on the pound-for-pound list, but yet you know the politics of the sport of boxing tamper with the legacies of Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. Who's going to make it right? Who's going to make it right? The people that know the truth should make it right. The people who got the power of the pen should make it right. If it wasn't for the WBC franchise, if it wasn't for Josh Taylor vacating his belt, Teofimo Lopez by the age of 25 will be the first male in the history of the sport of boxing to be not in the history of the sport of boxing, but in the 4-belt era, to be recognized as the first 2-division undisputed world champion by the age of 20 mother effing 5. And you still shit on that man. You got shit on that man. That's why I don't mind Tio going crazy, bro. I understand why this dude go crazy, bro. Because his dream is to be great. His dream is not to be great and to be snubbed. You guys snub him. And then when he go crazy and talk crazy, and then y'all be like, oh, Teofimo Lopez is wilding out. Now, I'm not going to say that everything that comes out of his mouth is all perfect and shit like that. I'm not going to say that. But when he beat Vasily Lomachenko, let's not forget the Top Rank would try to give him $1 million to fight George Kambosos. $1 motherfucking million. That's why he took it a purse bid. This guy, Teofimo Lopez, just not been fighting the people in the ring. He been trying to fight the system. But you guys don't support him. But you see the fuckery around him. You see it. Why can't y'all just be humans and say, damn, yo, they fucking this kid over? And look what he bring. Look, pulled out of a fight because he was standing on business. Pulled out of a fight because he was standing on business. But look who he's fighting now. Shakur Stevenson. Who's been setting the tone since day one? Out of this generation, who set the tone? Ladies and gentlemen, hate him or love it, if this generation, who set the tone of daring to be great? Give me a name. Don't be shy to answer. Don't worry. Ain't none of these fighters is paying nobody's bills, right? Of this generation, who set the tone of daring to be great? He said Ryan, but he lost a tank. Thank you, Daniel Cruz. He said Mikey Garcia. Of this young generation, when we talking about this young generation, we talking about the Tios, the Shakurs, the Tanks, the Haneys, the Ryans, the Virgils, the Boots. That's what I'm talking about, bro. And motherfuckers in the chat still don't wanna type and give him his props. January 31st, y'all going to. January 31st, you will see again. I'm just as passionate when I told the world that Teofimo Lopez, when everybody was talking about, nah, Tio got to punch his chance. The only way that he beats Vasily Lomachenko if he just luckily knocks him out. I said, what? You motherfuckers haven't watched Teofimo Lopez in the amateurs. As a matter of fact, I'm changing my pick. Teofimo Lopez is going to outbox Vasily Lomachenko for talking all that mess. You watch that man punch? Who? Y'all could keep on with the same narrative. What about a George Campbell? Let me tell you like this. Where's Teofimo Lopez and where's George Kambosos right now? Shout out to George Kambosos. He's a fighter. Should not take that win away from him. That's his best win of his career. That's the highlight of his career. Where does George Kambosos now? Where is Teofimo Lopez? Ladies and gentlemen, I come from an era that I don't give a damn if you get knocked down. I don't give a damn if you lose. It's how you rise. I always say that boxing translates to life itself. That's the character. One of the most dynamic fighters of the 80s was Marvin Hagler. He lost twice early in his career and still accomplished greatness. So y'all can stay stuck on these motherfuckers. Y'all can stay stuck. I see Duran lost to De Jesus. but y'all can stay stuck. Marquez lost early in his career. Bernard Hopkins lost early in his career. Y'all can stay stuck on these. Manny Pacquiao lost to Torres Compa and still managed to become an 8-division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, the GOAT Manny Pacquiao. Y'all could keep on with the same 5-year-old loss and base your future predictions on Teofimo Lopez based on that. Go ahead. That's all y'all got? Can you imagine if I was every time Manny Pacquiao goes into a fight and I'm gonna be like, come on, Manny Pacquiao ain't gonna be no damn Marquez. He lost to Torres Compa. He ain't gonna be no damn Cotto. He lost to Torres Compa. He ain't gonna be no damn Barrera. He lost to Torres Compa. He ain't gonna be no Oscar De La Hoya. He lost to Torres. Can you imagine if I base my prediction on Manny Pacquiao fights based on the 2 fighters that he lost to and got knocked out? He soft to the body because Manny Pacquiao early on got hit to the body and shit like that. He could have taken body shots. Can you imagine? You guys be losing every fucking bet. It's going to be 5 years, folks. Get over it. Get over it. Sing a new tune. The narrative and the criticism, that criticism is played out. It's played out already, guys. I give Shakur Stevenson the praise of what he has accomplished thus far. Shakur Stevenson, great in the amateurs, highly accomplished, proud that he represented the USA. Shakur Stevenson went out there. I remember in the bubble. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson. He was the first guy to fight in the bubble when everything was shut down. He was the first boxer to perform, the first main event, put it that way. And I think he fought Nakatilia, right? I think that was a Nakatilia fight. I think it was. And he apologized to the boxing world. Or probably I think it was that. But he apologized to the boxing world because of his performance. And he said he would never fight like that again. And then he fought Jamel Hearing. And he showed out. Displayed his power, displayed his technical power and all of that. Entertaining fight. And then he went to fight Oscar Valdez. And around that time, Oscar Valdez, you could say that he was honorable mention in a pound for pound list. Maybe some people had him number 10 in the pound for pound list because let's be real, let's be honest. Oscar Valdez did beat Miguel Burchell. He did beat Miguel Burchell. And Miguel Burchell at the time was the number 1 super featherweight. And I think people are trying to diminish the win versus Oscar Valdez because of where Oscar Valdez is at today. And that's all we need. This is what we need to stop in the sport of boxing and when we predicted and analyzing these fights. Let's go by at the time that these guys beat that person. Because I keep it real. In my opinion, his best win, Shakur Stevenson best win, for me, is Oscar Valdez. But a lot of people feel is Cepeda. Because at this time that he fights Cepeda, Oscar Valdez is losing to Navarrete. He's looking almost washed up, right? But he wasn't washed up when he fought Shakur Stevenson. I know there was a little bit of people may have felt, because I think he popped dirty and shit like that. And the Consul Xiao fight, I think it was the Consul Xiao fight and whatever like that, right? And people thought that he lost that fight. But it's almost like the Josh Taylor. People thought they lost the Catterall. At the end of the day, Oscar Valdez beat the boogeyman in Miguel Burchell. Miguel Burchell never been the same since, really. And Shakur Stevenson displayed his power. He displayed good action. He put him down, right? Then Shakur Stevenson, he came overweight or something like that, and he got stripped. He fought Consul Xiao. Consul Xiao is a good fighter. And the thing is, I gotta say, he might not be a high profile name, but Consul Xiao, I think I'm pronouncing it right. He's the Brazilian. By the time when he was an amateur, let's not forget they was talking about Tio, they was talking about Shakur, they was talking about Kambosos and Felix Verdejo. In the amateurs, he was a world-class, great amateur, right? So maybe a lot of people didn't want to give Shakur Stevenson that much credit for beating him, but Kambosos, he was like top 5. You know, when he was decided to go pro, a lot of promotional companies didn't want to sign him. That was a good win. But of course, the weight and stuff like that, Shakur Stevenson came overweight, blah, blah, blah. The Yoshino victory. The Yoshino victory was a good victory because a lot of people was, especially in the 135-pound division, had highly respect for Nakatani. Nakatani, who got beaten by Teofimo Lopez and got beaten by Vasily Lomachenko. But I think a lot of people did respect Nakatani. Of course, by the time that Shakur Stevenson fought him, by the time that Yoshino knocks out Nakatani, but then Shakur Stevenson stops Yoshino. A lot of people felt like it was a premature stoppage, but in my opinion, it was heading that way anyway. You can't take away that victory. Picked up that vacant title and stuff like that. So, but it's nothing to the level. It's nothing to the level of what Teofimo Lopez have accomplished. I said this the other day. Too many of y'all are trying to devalue Teofimo Lopez. They're trying to devalue who Josh Taylor was, who Vasily Lomachenko was. Y'all even try to devalue the Barbosa, but y'all was saying that Barbosa, that was the toughest fight in Times Square anyway, leading up to the fight. He was undefeated. He was the guy that people were saying that in the 140-pound division that they was ducking, that he's in position, he should get a title shot, that everybody was ducking in the 140-pound division. As a matter of fact, Barbosa, let's not forget, put it this way. If y'all thought, I'm going to give it to y'all like that. If this is the narrative, if y'all thought, well, but Teofimo Lopez fought Josh Taylor when we thought that Catterall beat Josh Taylor. Okay, let's say if Jack Catterall would have gave the win. Barbosa beat Jose Ramirez and Barbosa beat Catterall. Then by the time that Barbosa fights Teofimo Lopez beat Barbosa and still become undisputed. He already beat that narrative. So who cares? He beat Jack Catterall, the guy that y'all felt that beat Josh Taylor. So it came back around. Tio beat the guy that y'all thought should be undisputed. Where's his credit? So where's the magnitude of the victory that Teofimo Lopez had with Barbosa? Am I talking out of my ass? Let me slow it down for y'all. If y'all felt that Josh Taylor was not that dude by the time that he fought Teofimo Lopez because y'all felt that Jack Catterall beat Josh Taylor, let's not forget that let's say Jack Catterall will be the undisputed. Barbosa beat Jose Ramirez, top 3, one of the top fighters, former unified champion in the 140-pound division, beat Jack Catterall. Teofimo Lopez beat Jack Catterall. So still, Teofimo Lopez wins is levels above Shakur Stevenson's victories. Teofimo Lopez victory because Shakur has won 4 belts in 3 divisions, 2 in 140. Tio has won 5 belts in 2 divisions, including 2 rings and lineal in division. Just for comparison, Tio is the 4th division for Shakur Stevenson. I understand that, but that's because of the politics of the sport of boxing. But if we want to keep it real, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's stop mind fucking. Let's stop mind fucking ourselves. That's all we got to stop doing so we could assess every fight the way that we really should and uplift the sport of boxing the way that we should and give the ultimate respect. Hey, to be honest, we got to give the ultimate respect for whatever Teofimo Lopez has done in his career. And the criticism, yes, he should have never lost to a guy like George Kambosos. Yes, we can understand that, especially coming out of a victory versus Vasily Lomachenko. We understand that. But shit happens. How you going to pick yourself right back up? How you going to brush your shoulders? How you going to get back on a horse and ride that horse? Teofimo Lopez did just that. If y'all looking for a perfect fighter, you never going to be satisfied watching boxing. Ain't even in your favorite team in the NFL, your favorite team in the NBA, NHL, MLB, ain't nobody perfect. Yo, let me tell you like this. I'm a Knicks fan. We might lose to the worst team this year, but we probably go to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite team in any sport may lose, may have a bad game. Stephen Curry doesn't have a great game in the beyond the arc. Every fucking game he don't. He will have a bad game. You're still not gonna say, well, if Stephen Curry goes 4 for 19 from beyond the arc, you're gonna tell me, yo, man, Stephen Curry don't got no more jump shot, bro. He ain't the top jump shooter, and then he comes the next night and goes 14 for 20. I'm sorry, Felix. My fault. It's true. I should stop. My fault. I'm pissed off though. At the same time, I'm happy and pissed off. Fight Fury Films. Colo 20 pesos with a $20 super chat. Let's go. The second super chat of this month. Let's go. On the first. People forget that Teofimo Lopez told Devin Haney if he really wanted to fight, that let it happen at 140 for the 2 belts. Shout out to Fight Fury Films. But they gave Devin Haney a pass when Top Rank did offer the $2.4 million to Devin the Dream Haney. But it was good for Devin Haney's business to be like, nah, I want to work with Turkey Al Sheikh, which eventually was a smart move. But at the time, with the Sando Martin, he didn't want the Sando Martin because they feel like he don't want to get paid no $1.5 million for Sando Martin. But then Bob Arum said, we'll give you Teofimo Lopez. Bob Arum said, we offer Teofimo Lopez. Bill Haney went to the channels and said they declined that offer because they don't want to work with Top Rank. So while it was good for Devin Haney's business savviness, it wasn't good for the Devin Haney's business to fight Teofimo Lopez under Top Rank. So when Teofimo Lopez was watching out for his business because he didn't feel like his business was right, you guys, a bunch of motherfuckers out here criticize the shit out of Teofimo Lopez. But hey, whether we like it or not, maybe for us, $8 million is something, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for Teofimo Lopez to swallow his pride. It wasn't enough for Teofimo Lopez to swallow his pride. Yo, but it's $8 million. Yeah, that $8 million still. Teofimo Lopez still had and that's why I got Tio, I got a lot of respect, man. You know why? Because he won't open up his ass for money. Because Teofimo Lopez wouldn't move like that for money. I gotta respect. Yo, if you don't understand that from a man, that you can't easily be bought. You gotta respect this guy, bro. Shout out to Mama Lopez. Shout out to Mama Lopez. I ain't gonna say the whole conversation. We did have a conversation. Basically, Mama Lopez said, my son ain't gonna sell out for nothing. You gotta respect my son. They gotta do right. Shout out to Mama Lopez. I told Mama Lopez, ¿por qué él le va a romper la boquita a ese tigre, a Devin Haney? Mama Lopez. A lot of credit to Mama Lopez. I'm going to tell you something about the Lopez family. These people they do have morals, man. They don't move for money, bro. They don't move for money. They move for principle. And I think with that energy and the belief in God and keeping your spirituality and extend, they truly going to go far. Those are one of the primary things I learned from the Lopez family. They don't fall for any little chump change. Especially when everybody take their little risk and stuff like that. All right, man, I deserve this, but I'm gonna take this to put myself in position. But once I'm in position, and I've earned my right to fight for mine, that move that Teofimo Lopez did was a highly respectable and honorable move, bro. Fight Fury Films. The key for Tio to win is the jab to the body and to disrupt Shakur's rhythm. Facts. Fight Fury Films in the building. Que lo 20 pesos. Que Dios te bendiga, mi hermano. Appreciate you, my brother. You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you like this. We can't compare boxing to a lot of sports, but in every sport there's numbers. In every sport there's percentages. And when you got, I'm gonna say it like this. When you're dealing with high-level athletes, high-level competition, Shakur is still gonna have, it's gonna be great. And Teofimo Lopez is gonna be special. The guys that win at the highest level, right? The team that wins at the highest level, the player or the fighter that wins at the highest level. If I want to, I'm gonna give you an example. If I cannot stop, it don't matter how great of a defender I am, I'm not going to stop Stephen Curry. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm not gonna stop Stephen Curry or Jokic or any other great player that scored 30 points a game. I'm not gonna stop Curry from scoring 27 on me. If I'm not gonna stop him. What you do stop is the efficiency. He's gonna score 27, and if his percentage of scoring 27 on the field is percentages, he shoots 49% in the field. My job is for him to shoot 29%. Score your 27, but you're gonna get those 27 shooting on 29%. And that's what you do at the highest level. Take the efficiency away from the other great athlete or great opponent. What is Shakur Stevenson going to take away Teofimo Lopez, and what is Teofimo Lopez going to take away Shakur Stevenson? Se saca los 10 pesos with the $10 super chat. Comprar comida china mañana. God bless you, my brother Punch. You the best. Just got home. Shakur has never faced someone like Tio. Tio is faster, better, movement, footwork, punishing on power, and will be hungry to win. No way Tio loses this fight. Preach on, brother. Preach on. Preach on.
You can't handle the truth.
I agree. Again, Shakur, in my opinion, is a great fighter. Tio is special. Tio, he don't got great accomplishment. Teofimo Lopez got legendary accomplishments. That's the difference. And we all know. The haters are going to say, he's not real, no undisputed. He never was undisputed. Don't mind fuck yourself. You know what it is. You know exactly what it is. You know why he's two-time lineal. Why he's two-time lineal. And not the fake lineal. Let me keep it real. Not the fake ring, not the fake lineal like Boots beating Stanionis at 147. I believe the reason why they gave it Boots, they put the Ring magazine on the line, is because Turkey Al Sheikh knew that the next fight for Boots and the next fight for Tio after the Barbosa was supposed to be Boots versus Tio, and put that belt on the line. Teofimo Lopez is the man because he beat the man. Not the other good fighter, not the top fighter. He beat the man. He said, "Hey, Punch, I see you crying when Tio wins. I cry too." Nah, man. I'm just going to be just like I was excited. Yo, I was, remember on Vasily Lomachenko fight week, I was already throwing a celebration on that Wednesday, saying that said he won. People thought I was crazy. I told you about the Josh Taylor. I told y'all what was going to happen. But don't worry. I thrive for this. As a boxing content creator and as a fan, I thrive for this. And this is why I'm saying, and you know what? This is the best. Doubt Tio. You guys are just, y'all don't understand what y'all doing, bro. Because a lot of people say that, yo, Tio's an emotional guy, an emotional fighter. Yeah, he is. And when he channels it, you don't think that that's fueling him? Snubbing him on the pound for pound list? Massive underdog versus Shakur Stevenson? It's like everything he's earned is not credited. But you know what? This is what we need, though. Hey, yo, thank you. But, yo, Tio performed best against Southpaw. You know what I'm listening to breakdowns? Every time somebody be like, hey, yo, and guess what? And Shakur Stevenson is a Southpaw. So fucking what? Teofimo Lopez best wins is versus Southpaws, you idiots. Tell them. These people, yo, I'm telling you, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Again, this ain't no shades. I believe, again, ladies and gentlemen, I believe Shakur Stevenson, outside of losing to Tio, I got Shakur Stevenson beating everybody. I got Shakur Stevenson beating Tank, Haney, everybody at 135. Outside of Tio and Gary Antoine Russell, that'd be a tough fight in my opinion. Those are the two fights that I say that Shakur Stevenson can't win. I think he got a little chance with Gary Antoine Russell, but the amateur pedigree of Gary Antoine Russell, and they know Gary Antoine Russell as well, Tweezy. That's the only two. I think that Shakur will beat everybody at 140. Outside of Tio and Gary Antoine Russell, he'll beat everybody at. And if he doesn't come correct, if he fights the way that he fought versus William Cepeda and Edo de los Santos versus Subriel Matias, then Subriel Matias beat Shakur Stevenson. If he presents that type of fight like he did with William Cepeda. If he presents that Shakur Stevenson, when Shakur Stevenson try to take risks, he gets hit 272 times. With Subriel Matias, but if he stick to boxing, stick to movement and all of that and really be cautious, then he could squeeze, then he could outbox Subriel Matias. If he fights Subriel Matias like he did Cepeda, nah, he ain't gonna win. Randy con la bandera de República Dominicana. La música de Randy. ¿Dónde está la música? Randy me dice, dímelo pues, para la ofrenda. CEO, Shakur, va a perder. Shakur, va a perder. Shakur, you're going to lose. Shakur, you're going to lose. Shakur, you're going to lose, motherfucker. Shakur, Twitter sin. Tú vas a perder January 31st, my friend. Tio, look now, Randy. Fight Fury Films with a $20 super chat. God bless you, Fight Fury. Said Tio is literally the worst matchup of Shakur's entire career. Maybe Shakur is so hype. Maybe Shakur is so hype that he's next to Bud and he truly wants to be. I always knew that Shakur always want to be great, but I think that that's the motivation. But Bud ain't gonna help you beat Tio. I'm saying it here. I'm saying it now. But I know the narrative. We said that. We said that before. Yo, Boots is sparring with. Boots is sparring with Canelo. Canelo gonna fight Bud. We fell for it. But ain't gonna help Shakur to beat Tio. Two different fighters. Bud ain't help no damn Amir Khan to beat Kell Brook. Bud Crawford be sparring with Maurice Hooker. Huh? Virgil Ortiz beat the crap out of Maurice Hooker. I don't want to hear that shit. Oh my God. Bud is sparring with Shakur. Oh my God. Shakur is going to beat the crap out of Teofimo Lopez. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Bud was sparring with Kell Brook. I'm sorry. Bud was sparring with Amir Khan. And Amir Khan got whooped by Kell Brook and got popped for PEDs after. Am I lying? Oh my God. Bud is sparring with Shakur. Oh my God. We're going to see the most incredible thing in the world. Feliz con los 2 pesos a comprar Coca-Cola con papita. Good looking out, Felix Cruz. You need to spar Bruce Lee to beat. Oh, shit. Hey, yo. Okay. They don't believe. If they don't know Tio by now, they would never know him. Hold on, folks. Give me a shot. Where is that? Is it this? Where is that? Is it this? Look at Shakur Stevenson. Look at the numbers. I said this the other day. Look at the numbers. Shakur Stevenson. Look at Cepeda landing 272 shots. Oh my God. Shakur Stevenson is the best defensive fighter that we ever seen of this era. Not even. Look at the numbers. I'm gonna show y'all again for the people that didn't tune in the other day. Cepeda landed 272 shots on Shakur Stevenson on 27%. That's William Cepeda. You guys, not even in Teofimo Lopez's worst night, he get hit that much. Not even Teofimo Lopez on his worst night. Not even Teofimo Lopez on his worst night get hit like Shakur Stevenson on his best night. I guess women lie, men lie, and numbers lie too when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, right? Men lie, women lie, numbers lie too, right? Okay. Coca pero sin lo Coca-Cola. But it's going to be a wonderful match. It's going to be a wonderful fight. Who y'all want to see in the undercard? I want to see Keyshawn Davis. As a matter of fact, I want to see Andy Cruz versus Moretaya on that undercard. I would like to see it's going to be a good day, January 31st. We got Josh Taylor versus Bakram early that day. So it's going to be a full day of boxing. And I believe that Josh Kelly versus Bakram is going to be a special fight. A lot of people should be looking at that fight because the 154-pound division is the best division in the sport of boxing, the landmine division. And I think that's really going to set the tone. Watch, after that fight, I got Josh Kelly beating Bakram. And Conor Ben should stop looking at the 147-pound division. Stop looking at Haney and Ryan. And you better look at Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly versus Conor Ben will sell out any arena in the UK. And I believe that Josh Kelly, when it comes to skill set tools, is top 5, top 3, top 4 in the 154-pound division based off technique, skill set. Josh Kelly is up there. Do not be surprised with an upset. I got Josh Kelly at the upset versus Bakram. But they're going to be fighting on January 31st. In the undercard of Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson, I would like to see Andy Cruz versus Murataya. Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis. Who should he fight? I'm sorry. Keyshawn Davis versus Richardson Hitchens. I would like to see Keyshawn Davis versus Richardson Hitchens for the 140-pound belt. Andy Cruz versus Murataya. Edgar Berlanga versus Demetrius Andrade. That's what I want. And it's going to be in the East Coast, going to be New York City. So you got the flair of Keyshawn Davis from Virginia. You got another Brooklyn fighter. You got three Brooklyn fighters. You got Tio, you got Richardson Hitchens, and you got Edgar Berlanga. And then you got East Coast fighters like Demetrius Andrade. You got Andy Cruz. I think his peoples are from maybe Miami. I don't know where he lives at right now. But that's the card that I want to see. That is the card. January 31st, I would like to see Tio Shakur as the main event. Keyshawn Davis versus Richardson Hitchens. Edgar Berlanga versus Demetrius Andrade. Andy Cruz versus Murataya. What y'all feel about that card? What y'all feel about that card? I'm going to say it again. Shakur Stevens, Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. Keyshawn Davis versus Richardson Hitchens. Andy Cruz versus Murataya. Edgar Berlanga versus Demetrius Andrade. I think that's a good fight. And I'm hearing that PBC is also trying to make the January 31st card. So I don't know. Jamal Charlo hints that he could fight Caitlin Platt January 31st. I don't think nobody's going to miss the Tio versus Shakur. I'd rather see Keyshawn versus Gary Antoine Russell, but Gary Antoine Russell going to be fighting in December. Gary Antoine Russell going to be fighting. And Billy versus Lester rematch. I heard that they can't fight each other next. I don't know if somebody's injured or something like that. I heard that they're going to be a fight. I thought Berlanga was going to fight the guy that beat Plant, Resendiz. I mean, I'm not gonna. That's just my personal feeling. That's my personal card because I feel like the whole world been snubbing my guy Demetrius Andrade, and I feel like if you attach him to anybody at 168, it's either he wins or it's a 50-50 fight. I'm just tired of the boxing world trying to act like he doesn't exist. And the fighters know. Matchmakers know why they don't want to talk about Demetrius Andrade. They have blackballed Demetrius Andrade. And that's why I said a long time ago that I wish that Terrence Bud Crawford, who is friends with Demetrius Andrade, will put in a word for Turkey Al Sheikh, because I think that his career has been done wrong. And the media has abandoned him. The fans, they act like he's not skilled. Like, who wins? Demetrius Andrade versus Edgar Berlanga. Who wins that fight? Who wins that fight, folks? Who wins? Andrade versus Berlanga. Who wins? Andrade versus Plant. Andrade versus Munguia. Andrade versus Charlo. Like, if I put Andrade's name versus anybody at 168, right? We're looking at a competitive fight. So why in the boxing world y'all acting like the man doesn't exist and y'all don't bring him to, and y'all don't put his name in the mix of these fights? Because just with that one victory, if Andrade, right? Look, Demetrius Andrade versus Shiraz. Like, ain't nobody really significantly like out of this world. I thought that Shiraz lost to Carlos Adames. they know that Demetrius Andrade got the skill set to fuck up. Demetrius Andrade is a walking monkey wrench. That's why they don't want to put him against Demetrius Andrade. These matchmakers and promoters know what will happen. Exactly, Randy. They don't want to gamble with that. They don't, and that's why they don't want to mention his name. They don't want to mention his name. Like, even shout out to Jamal Charlo, but I'm listening to the interview. He don't even mention his name. Like, y'all been linked since forever, but you rather say these other names because I think that Demetrius Andrade could probably stop the Jamal Charlo, whatever he's trying to get. Demetrius Andrade would probably throw that monkey wrench as well. He said Demetrius didn't finish 12 with David. How he beating Plant? Resendiz beat Plant. I'm not saying that, yo, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is you match Demetrius Andrade with any other name in 168 and it's a fucking good fight. It's a 50-50 fight, or I got Demetrius Andrade winning. That's what I'm saying. David Benavidez is an enigma, bro. I think David Benavidez beats everybody at 168. I would love to see Rohan Polanco in there too, bro. He's an effing beast. Yeah, I would like to see that as well. But let me ask y'all again. I know the poll is there. I know I did the poll, but in the chat right now, I'm going to ask this question, and I want you to answer it based on how I'm asking it. I'm not telling you to analyze this fight as, oh, look at Shakur, the Edo de los Santos Shakur, or the George Kambosos Teofimo. Humble yourselves and answer me this question. No trolling, no hating. Doesn't matter if you're a big fan of Shakur. Doesn't matter if you're a big fan of Tio, a hater of Tio, a hater of Shakur. Analyze the victory. Analyze it like this. The best Teofimo Lopez that you ever seen. Because in the end of the day, both guys are preparing for the best, right? They're not preparing for each other's worst. Shakur Stevenson is not going to training camp preparing for the worst of Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez is not going to training camp preparing to fight the worst Shakur Stevenson. The best Teofimo Lopez that you ever seen, you have witnessed, experience, career, versus the best Shakur Stevenson that you ever seen. Who wins? All tools on deck. The intellect, the skill set, the speed, the power, everything. The best Tio versus the best Shakur that you ever seen. Who wins that fight? Work out. Work for it. Let's hear the turkey accent punch. Get the $2 super chat. They're looking out. Tell me, what do you want? I ask this question, motherfuckers, everybody. Give me your prediction of the best Teofimo Lopez versus the best Shakur Stevenson, motherfuckers. Do you understand that? Don't not compare the worst versus the best. Don't give me Teofimo Lopez at his worst to Shakur Stevenson at his best. Don't compare Shakur Stevenson at his worst versus Teofimo Lopez at his best. You dirty motherfuckers. I want you to analyze and break down the best Teofimo Lopez that you've ever seen, motherfucker, versus the best Shakur Stevenson. Analyze it. Break it down for me. Break it down. Now, that's the real breakdown. And if you want to be real, that's the reason why I got Teofimo Lopez beating Shakur Stevenson. Because I've witnessed, I wasn't blind to it. It's not like I didn't live 2020, 2020, 2023, and their whole career. We have seen Shakur and we have seen Tio. I could only base my prediction on what I've seen. I could go off potential, but I'm like, what's his name from the college basketball? What's his name? Dick Vitale. I remember Dick Vitale years ago when they was doing the draft, right? And he was mad that somebody got drafted over somebody. I forgot who it was. I'm gonna take a line out of Dick Vitale. Pause. And the other analyst was talking about, yo, but he got more potential than this guy. That's the reason why he got picked over this other player. I forgot what player they was talking about. He said, and the other person was saying, yeah, the potential the potential that this fighter, the potential that this player has in the NBA, he have a pro and blah blah blah. And then Dick Vitale, he snapped. He said, yeah, potential. Who gives a damn about potential? We're looking at the it factor. Yo, I started busting out laughing. He snapped. He crashed out. Dick Vitale, the voice of college basketball. He got fed up with the other media folks. He said, potential. Shut up about potential. So we supposed to talk about the it factor. A potential should not be higher the it factor. He has proven that he is the better player, that he has proven that he should be up in the draft, that he has proven. This is the reason why I got Tio beating Shakur. I'm not going by what I think Shakur could do or will do or stuff like that. I know what Teofimo Lopez could do. I know and seen. I'm a witness. I'm not a guy that go like this watching Teofimo Lopez fight. I hate Teofimo Lopez. I hate when he talk. No. Mm-mm. I witnessed Teofimo Lopez at the highest level you can perform and be in the sport of boxing. And Teofimo Lopez passes with flying colors. I witnessed it. I know Teofimo Lopez, when he's working on all cylinders on the defensive end, shoulder roll, catch, shoot, parry the jab. Beautiful at his finest. Footwork, athleticism, off the back foot. Beautiful. Josh Taylor looked like he was levels above him. Lomachenko, he didn't have a better footwork than Teofimo Lopez. Lomachenko had to go for broke versus Tio. He had to just fight Tio and be rough with him. That's it. That's how he was getting back. He couldn't do anything boxing-wise. And then when Tio, and then what? The dog of Tio, even on his worst night, that 12th round, they say that you got to take it from a champion, right? Well, let's not forget that Teofimo Lopez was a champion versus Vasily Lomachenko. And that 12th round, Teofimo Lopez took it from him. Ladies and gentlemen, men lie, right? Women lie, numbers don't. Teofimo Lopez is a great second half fighter. Even in his worst night, he dropped George Kambosos in the championship rounds. If it was somebody named not Tio, y'all be saying, yo, but if you win the championship rounds, you know what I'm saying? You got to give, if it's a close fight, you win the championship rounds, you got to take it from a champion. But because it's Teofimo Lopez, you guys just look at the first round flash knockdown. Y'all never want to show the championship rounds. Let me show you the numbers. Let me show you a dog. Hold on. Give me a second. This is the difference between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. When the shit start getting hot, yeah, Shakur Stevenson will revolt to boxing. And let me get out the way. For Tio, he gonna dog that shit out. Oh, yeah. Give me a second. I got you right here, folks. I got you right here. You know, because y'all ain't gonna believe the drunk with a mic. Y'all ain't gonna believe the drunk with a mic. In the 12th round versus Vasily Lomachenko, when Tio wants to say, you know what, you trying to rally up. Here comes the dog. The 12th round. What y'all see? What y'all see? 50, 98 punches. 50 power punches landed on 51%. That's Teofimo Lopez when he becomes a dog. All right? Hold on. Got you right here. Give me a sec. Oh, yeah. Lomachenko's a Southpaw, by the way. Just in case y'all didn't know. Just in case if y'all forgot. Just in case if y'all forgot. $12 round. Hey, yo, Josh Taylor's the champion. But they hate me so much. They might, if you saw the scorecard, they could have fucked over Teofimo Lopez. If you remember the scorecard of Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez, they could have. Okay. Championship rounds. Look at the number. 13, 11, 12, 10, 20, 9, 16, 21. Uh-oh. Nah, bruh. I got to take it. He said, oh, I forgot. Oh, you forgot Sander? I got you right here. What? Hey, yo, watch me how I debunk this right quick, ladies and gentlemen. Watch me how I debunk this right quick. Look at this, folks. Watch. Yo, I'm going to tell you like this, bro. I'm the king of the YTBC. You can't troll me. You will lose. There you go. Got you right here. Teofimo Lopez, round 1, landed more shots than Sando Martin. Round 2, landed more shots than Sando Martin. Round 3, Martin landed more. Round 4, Teofimo Lopez landed more shots. Round 5, Teofimo Lopez landed more shots. Round 6, Teofimo Lopez landed more shots. Round 7, tied up. Round 8, Teofimo Lopez landed more shots. Round 9, Teofimo Lopez landed more shots. Round 10, Teofimo Lopez landed more shots. Out of 8 rounds, Teofimo Lopez outlanded Sando Martin. Come on. More narratives? Talk to me. Or what happened? The other YouTube channel that you go to been lying to you and you start believing in the I think that Sando Martin really won that fight. Yeah. Teofimo Lopez landed out of 10 rounds, 8 rounds, he's landed more than Sando Martin. Any more questions? That motherfucker shut up right quick. I didn't even see that. What happened? Where you went at? Where you go? You want me to show you Sando or Martin, right? That's what he said, right? Where you go? That motherfucker Googling right now. Fuck this motherfucker. Shit. Fuck. God damn it. Motherfucker good. Salute to me, Sando Martin and Jermaine Ortiz only won 3 rounds each in those fights. This is the reason why. This is the problem with the boxing world. The thing is when they see a high invested fighter struggle with a fighter that they had no expectations for, they think because a fighter that they have no expectations for is a massive underdog and challenges the favorite fighter, automatically the fans want to say that the favorite fighter lost. No, it's because you had no expectations for it, right? And he challenged, in your opinion, but him challenging doesn't mean that they won the fight. That's like how people felt about Pitbull Cruz versus Gervonta Tan Davis. Yo, Pitbull Cruz won that fight. No, it was a good challenging bout. He really didn't win the fight, but it was a good, but he challenged him. Who has looked good versus Sando Martin? Sando Martin's the same guy that retired Michael Garcia, bro. Yo, in the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you like this: for Fight Fury Films, by the time that Tio retires, he's not gonna get his just due. Tio is not gonna get his just due from these people. These people are haters. American boxing fans are haters. Yo, I'm telling you, this is what the American boxing fan lives to hate, to live to see the downfall of the American great potential athlete. That's what it is, especially in boxing. That's why Tio is hated, Devin is hated, Shakur is hated, Ryan is hated, Tank is hated. And the only reason I'm gonna say like this, the only reason why people don't hate Bam Rodriguez is because there's not a lot of another American fighter or whatever that they know within those division that is going to they could create a narrative like what they do with Virgil and Boots. If you're a Virgil fan, you can't like Boots. If you're a Boots fan, you can't like Virgil on some Nas and Jay-Z, Pac and Big shit. But when you go through Tio's resume, by the end of his career, like I said again, Tio is about to fight his 3rd pound-for-pound fighter in their prime. In the past 40 years, you cannot name me it's 2 names that you can name. Maybe. 2 names. Maybe. Oscar De La Hoya and Sugar Ray Leonard. Oscar De La Hoya and Sugar Ray Leonard. It's probably the 2 fighters, or maybe Manny Pacquiao. Outside of Teofimo Lopez, 2 fighters that has fought 3 pound-for-pound fighters at the time that they fought them in their prime. He said, hey, yo, why Tio face look like that? Because he's light-skinned. And if you light-skinned, the bruises shows more. How many rounds did Steve Claggett won, though? Brooklyn boy. How many rounds did Steve Claggett won? Motherfucker be looking at boxing like a beauty contest. Why did Tio look like that? Oh my God. Why did Tio had a scratch in his face? Why is he looking like that, Punch? Did you see Tio's face after the Steve Claggett fight? Mira este tigre. Hey, look at this. Look at this guy. He think he's watching a beauty contest. Punch, did you see Teofimo Lopez fight after the Sando Martin fight? The Steve Claggett. Oh my God. He had a scratch. He had a little, oh my God. I was searching for the next, I was just Googling what kind of makeup he should just cover that up. Oh my God. This motherfucker just said, yo, did you see Tio's face after the Steve Claggett fight? Motherfucker, what round did Steve Claggett win? What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Well, he had a gash there. He's not supposed to have any gashes, Punch. He's not supposed to have any bruises. He's in a fight, 12 rounds. The man threw 800 punches. Why is he red? Hey, yo, my man, go back to figure skating, my brother. Go, you a fan base of figure skating. Get the fuck out of here. Go watch your favorite sport, male volleyball, beach male volleyball. Go to South Beach and go sit around across the street from Wet Willie's and stuff like that and watch the little volleyball contest. This is boxing, motherfucker. This is boxing, right? Why did Tio's face look like that? Hey, yo, tú eres un pájaro, mi hermano. Huh? Hey, yo, this man watch boxing. Yo, Brooklyn boy watch boxing like this. Look. Hey, yo, Brooklyn boy be watching boxing like this. Hold on. When he saw Tio's face in the post-fight interview, like hated it. Brooklyn boy, that is Brooklyn. Yo, my brother, that's Brooklyn boy watching Shakur Stevenson. Hey, yo, Brooklyn, relax. Hey, yo, relax, man. Nigga be watching boxing and say, stop, Shakur, be careful. Shakur, my God, William Zapeti's throwing a lot of punches. Be careful, Shakur. Get out the rope, Shakur. Cover up, Shakur. Oh my God, clinch him, hold him, run. Do something. That fucking tigre. Hey, I'm gonna be watching a fight like this. Oh my God, they're so barbaric. Why is this Mr. Claggett throwing punches at Tio like that? Oh my God, this is so barbaric. Honey, why did you take me to see these barbaric men? Look at his face. Everybody was like, yo, good fight. Yo. Look at him. Oh my God. I think you lost. Why your face looking like that? I was in a 12-round bout. Oh my God, 12-round bout. Wow. You need ice. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man. Tomorrow we back at it. We're gonna be promoting this fight better than the zone. We're going to be promoting this fight better than the zone. Damn, Push, he's going to change his name now. No, don't change it now. You said put money up, man. Get the fuck out of here. Break it down. You want to see a beauty contest, all right? Go watch a little beauty contest right now. Go watch the makeup infomercials at 4 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, I'm out of here, folks. Y'all already know it's Punch Roll Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.